A few weeks ago, I did a video about what things you need to think about when you set up a cake shed because cake sheds are very popular. Now, I'm currently seeing some cakers either not setting up cake sheds, pausing their cake shed if they've already set one up, or closing it. So, what is going on? I kind of noticed a trend when I saw a video on TikTok about a baker who had set up a cake shed and she was contacted by her local council and was told that she had to purchase a street trading license and that this license was going to cost over £1,000 a year. Now, I think at the time she was considering whether she was going to actually carry on the cake shed because it might not be financially viable, but I don't really know if this has happened. And since then, I've seen lots more videos of cakers contacting the local council and finding out whether they do need a street license. And I've seen the range in terms of costs from like £100 a year to like £3,000 a year. And there have been some cakers who have said it's not financially viable for me to set up a cake shed if I'm paying like £3,000 a year for a street license. So I thought I would look at my local council. Obviously, I'm not setting up a cake shed, but I thought let me see what my local council says about, street licensing. So it says here on the website when you need a street trading license, and it says selling, exposing, or offering for sale any goods, buying or offer to buy any tickets, supplying or offering to supply a service for gain and reward. But the important thing to look at here is if you are doing any of the above in the street or up to 7 meters from the public highway, you must have a license. So if I was to set up my cake shed on my property, it's very near to it falls within the 7 meters of being from a public highway. Does that mean I would need a street trading license? It sounds like I do. It sounds like I do. In the original video, I did say that when you're setting up your cake shed, you need to look at all the different things you may need to consider, like insurance, telling your mortgage provider, telling your home insurance provider, maybe getting planning permission. So I did mention this in the first video. I didn't mention street trading license because I wasn't sure if that was something that was applicable, but it looks like it might be. So if your property is near a public highway within 7 meters, it looks like you do need a street trading license. But what I will say again is contact your local council because there was another video I saw of a cake who had a cake shed, and she contacted her um, council and she was told she didn't need one. So it's really, really varies. I suppose it varies in terms of where your property is, in terms of the public highway, and other issues as well. So that's another thing to add on in terms of what to check for because if you do need a street trading license and it costs a lot of money, you may decide that actually I'm not going to do it because it's not viable for me. But I find that a lot of the bakers and cakers, and I understand, are very frustrated because it's people trying to earn an extra source of income, and then they're coming up with all these like financial barriers. And as we know, the economy at the moment is not in the best state. But I thought I'd just make this kind of follow up video just to make sure that you're checking everything. So, street trading license. If you have a mortgage, mortgage provider, home insurance, which you should have, you need to check that as well. You might need planning permission. I mean, it varies from council to council. I'm assuming your shed is not going to be this massive, great, big structure, but you need to check that as well. So yes, but let me know in the comments if you're a baker who has kind of been stung by the whole street trading license issue. Until next time, Kate lovers.